はい、皆さん、こんにちは。
こんにちは。
はい。今日はジェイソンとライブをしたいと思います。アルケミーヒーリングホリスティックセラピーとして、今日はライブをして、これから少しね、ライブをしていきたいなと思ってるんですけれども、今日は、魂のアルケミーということで、7つのステップで魂の求める生き方に変換する方法ということで、私たちの7つの方法ですね。どのように、ジェイソンにまず英語でね、what is alchemy or alchemy healing or soul alchemy?
So, alchemy healing is like a process of the soul that needs to go through. So, it's something that needs to be developed and worked on to help you with your life and to improve your life.
What? So alchemy healing is what?
Yeah, it's a healing of the soul.
魂のヒーリングと言われていて、もともと魂というのは別に病むわけ、魂 wouldn't get sick, right? It's there, just that we can't see it, the true self.
Yeah, we need
So
to work.
soul itself is a true self, but we normally forget or we can't see it because lots of thoughts or negativity put on the top of the soul. And then because we have a physical body, we have mind, we have some spiritual body as well. So then soul is in the core that know who we are, where we going, what we doing. People call it acoustic record or something, but this is soul is kind of having the memory or having the some the
like a purpose. It's like a blueprint.
In this.
Yeah, for this life.
Maybe this idea is a bit different from person to person and then West and East. But yeah, I try to find out what is the soul, what is the spirit, what is the difference between spirit and the soul. But what we think about the soul is a soul never gets sick or, become bad, just usually pure. But just we can't see it. Always it's there. That's why soul alchemy is a kind of find out true self first, which is the soul self. Then make the connection to our conscious self, to the true self. Then actually why we are born in this world is a soul growth or soul development. So in that point, we need soul alchemy to develop our soul, to develop our spirituality, like a spirit part of self to how we live in this world. Like a spirituality is the kind of how we live on the earth. Soul is different. Make sense? That's why we need as a soul to improve our spirituality, then how to use our body and mind to achieve what soul wants. Make sense? なので、ソウルアルケミーっていうのは、魂というのは病むことはない。だけれども、魂が、どうしても自分らしく輝けない時がある。その時に、私って誰？私はどこに行くの？私ってどんな人間なのか？自分について知りたくなる。その時に、ソウルアルケミーという、アルケミー、ユングなんかも使っていた方法なんですけれども、本当の自分を探す旅、セルフジャーニー。セルフジャーニーを自分を探す旅に出るわけですよね。で、その時に、自分の中に答えがあった。Answer is inside of themselves, right? Because soul is inside of ourselves, never change, right? So always answer is inside of you means that we got soul. Soul never change. Just that our ego or our conscious self always changing. That's it. So,
or other people influence us or put us in the wrong direction. Which are seen as
culture.
Which is challenges which we need to sort of overcome, and that's why you really need to listen to your soul, because else you'll have like a real conflict. What other people want, what you need to do in this life, and that's where a lot of these maybe mental health issues really stem from.
そしてですね、今日の 7つのステップ、7ステップなんですけれども、7つのステップでどういうことが起きていくのかっていうこと、その本当の今の自分から本当の自分を見つけ、そして本当の自分が輝き出すまでのそのソウルジャーニーですよね。ソウルアルケミーというようなプロセスをどのように辿っていくかっていう方法をご説明させていただきたいと思います。それが私たちのやっている、考えているソウルアルケミーのオーバービューになってくるんですけれども、Can you explain about overview of the seven stage of the soul alchemy?
So what we can say is there's really like 7 stages to help working with the client with their Soleka recovery. The first one is what we may call shock or Soleka disbelief, where a person probably doesn't know what is really going on. There's probably conflict, defense mechanism. There's certain patterns going on in their life, but they don't understand it yet. What's their life patterns? And how that's connected to the main issue that they're having. So whether that issue is feeling anxiety or depression, or just don't know what is happening with their life. So usually someone is just like in a state of shock or disbelief. My life was fine before, but now it's not.
大抵の人は、クリニックに来たりとかするときっていうのは、ショックな状態で来るわけですよね。なんか自分の人生がなんか今までこうだったのがうまくいかなくなっちゃったとか、何か今まで、経験してたことないことを経験するということもあるかもしれないし、本当にショックなことが起きた。some shocking event happening, ことがあって、で、それがある意味、悪いことではなくて気づきのチャンスなわけですよね。This is a chance to awaken the soul, right?
Yeah, it's just like
it's not the accident. Or it's always for necessity happening.
Yeah, we just don't know why this has happened to us. Yeah.
なので、そういった目で物事、これは必然で起きてるんだってことが分かるようになるのが、ある意味、このソウルアルケミーの目的でもあるんですけれども、物事がwe always thinking that randomly things happen, right? But actually it's happening as a necessity if we understand life as a story, right?
Correct. And then you understand the lessons to learn rather than just an accident or just happened, you know. No
なので、そういった本当に嫌なことも本当に忘れたいぐらい嫌なことがあったとしても、私たち自身っていうのはそれなんで起きたのって考えることも嫌じゃないですか。なので、we don't want to face to the bad things, then not try to avoid the things what we have to face, right?
Yeah, no one wants to feel pain or, you know.
でも、その時に、この人生を大きなストーリーとして捉え、オーバービューでストーリーとして捉えた時に、なんでこれが起きてるのかって、もしかしたらパターン、ファミリーパターン、家族のパターンだったりとかもするのかもしれないし、カルチャーとか、ソサエティ、社会とか文化的なそのパターンが自分の中に入ってきて、それを自分の中で乗り越えなければいけないために、起きてきていることなのかもしれないっていうふうに捉えたときに、じゃあそれを今の、人生でどう使うかっていうことがわかるわけですよね。でもそういったとき、そういうのって、やっぱ他人に言われなければわからないし、第三者の目から見ないとわかんないんですよね。自分で自分のことで一番よくわからない。何に自分が翻弄されているのか。So, yeah, why we usually face to the difficulty when we usually feel a little bit victim about the incident or accident, and also we lost the purpose why we are living here, right?
Yeah, because you can get caught up in that pattern to blame others or or feel bad about yourself, but not knowing the reason behind it or the lessons that something is teaching you and what you need to learn from that and to grow.
なので、私たち自身はそういう、パターンっていうのを自分一人で見ることは結構難しい。だけれども、when we have an objective view about the event, for others, not too bad. But for me, it's too bad.
Yeah, we always have objective view of others and we can see their patterns, but we can't see our own.
なので、そのオブジェクティブな、客観的な目っていうのが、いろんな方法があるわけですよね。なので人々が占いだったりとかそういうものにハマるっていう理由は、客観的なビュー、 客観的な見方が欲しいわけですよね。だけど、その客観的な見方を誰か他の人に求めたりとかするのも、一時的にはいいんですよ。すごく安心したりとかできますけれども、でも、結局は自分が自分を客観視できるようにならなかったら、それのパターンを繰り返すわけですね。それでもこれを変えなきゃいけないなっていうふうに自分から思ってもらわなければね。So when we looking for the, something happened, we usually looking for some objective view or some kind of second opinion from others. Because it's good for temporary because the doctor diagnosed that you're blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's why I have this symptom, or people just temporarily. But do I need to live with that? No, I don't want to live with that. That's why we are looking for the solution, right?
Yeah.
So 私たちがそのwhen we looking for the solution, if I or the self, if I have a self-objective view, they understand, that's why it's happened to me. That is big difference. The doctor told me this is because this is happened. Or therapist said that this is because of you. You are the reason. This is the reason it's happened to you. Okay. Makes sense. But in a subconscious way, or the body wouldn't understand why it's happened to me. Still victim-minded. That's why when we do the kinesiology or other body work, always we picking up some victim-minded or something like guilty or something different to what the person said.
Yeah, that's why it's good to know about like getting a diagnosis of what's all happening, but then it just stops there. You really need to know at a deeper side level why it's really, and what to do with that now, how to use that to move forward, rather than just okay, I've got a diagnosis of depression. Now what? Okay. Medication.
Most of the people just got diagnosed and then feel relieved about the diagnosis. This is good for temporary, but it's not long term. Because are you going to live with depression forever? No, we don't. So we need some true solution. So when we're looking for the true solution, what would be? Answer is inside of ourselves. But it's hard to see the inside of self, because the experience itself is too hard to see, to face. So why hypnosis or relaxation is very good is when we relax, we can feel less pain. So that's why we call it hypnosis, but pretty much to make people to relax and then see things more calmly rather than consciously. If we see things consciously, it's bad, we judgment coming in. But when we relax, that's okay, it's happened to me, more calmly accepted what's happened. This is the reason we provide those relaxation technique to person to face the reality or the something that happened, bad things happened in the past. I know, we know it's hard to see what's happened in the past. That's why now you are depressed, or you feel anxious about, or you become cranky or get agitated. Totally, we understand that. But do you want to live with that forever? Answer is no, right? That's why we are here for to help to how to get out from this pattern. So there's someone who really want to get out of this pattern. We are here for you to help, because we both going through this kind of case is a bit different, but I understand the pain, how much painful to see the painful memory or painful things, right?
I think another important part is at a conscious level, we can't really think of any kind of solution because you're so caught up in the emotion or the memory, or you don't want to see it. But under something like a relaxation or a hypnosis sort of technique, it's amazing how something will come up within a person that gives a reason or a suggestion or even like a solution of what to do. It's just beforehand they're not in that state of mind to to see that, because it's like all these blockages or something that's stopping them. But when you're in that deep, relaxed state, and you start to listen, and you start to notice small things which we are not trained at. So, for example, an image, a color, a symbol, or something simple like a flower, or a person may show up, or an image. And normally when we're conscious, we just dismiss it. No, it's just life. But when you're in that relaxed state, it's like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Maybe I don't know the answer yet, but it feels something is there.
Yeah, it's like a dreaming, but it's not dreaming. Correct. It's more between the conscious and then sleeping.
Yeah.
But that's why making hypnotic state, which is between the sleep and the conscious level, is we can go back anytime. If we summon make them to deeper sleep, we can make them to now you become a cat. So this is a kind of stage hypnosis, make straight away to sleepy state, and then make people just not think about anything. Why I have to be cat?
Yeah,
so conscious would say, but if someone sleep, oh, I'm cat, and then when wake up, oh, where am I? Like this. But in our hypnosis, not that make people not sleep, because this is wrong. Because why we have to put some imprint? You should be a cat, or you should behave certain way, because person is fine. Just a person need to aware of soul self or true self, right?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with working on who the person is or what they need to work on. That's just, if I'm, for example, trying to do that, that's just my own ego trying to show I have more control over a person, what I can make them do. But it's not about finding out who they really are or finding their own answers. That's what we're really interested in. Not about just putting them under sleep or control.
So that's why our therapy is more strength-based. Like, in the West, usually people born with sin, right? But in the East, we don't have this kind of idea. Everyone has got different treasure in their mind. That's why alchemy is about the normal metal become gold. Everyone has got the gold, so we don't need to change. It's already there. Just we don't focus on it. So from now, just to find out your gold, and then remove those things, and then shine the gold. So this is a true alchemy for me and for the Jason. That's why we only believe the person's strength, or try to find the person's strengths, rather than get rid of the negativity or something. But negativity is for some reason to protect this person. That's why having negativity doesn't matter, because there is some for some reason. That's why even possession or something, or doesn't matter what person presenting with the symptom. Just we try to find out their gold, true self, and then just how they can make it shine. This is our focus. That's why who recommended our therapy is more someone who just want to focus on their positivity rather than try to get rid of those things, then integrate the self. I think most of doctor or practitioner that's the same. That's the opposite. Try to get rid of that. You have to let go of this memory or something or negativity. It's okay to be there, because we can't get rid of it. Addiction as well, drinking alcohol, using drugs or something, because this person needs it. Just enjoy it. To me, then they start really, maybe it's inconvenient for me. I need to think, I need to change. Person will change. This is, I trust or I believe the person. This human is not that stupid. Always try to go to the best way or move for the good, right?
Yeah, so it's a matter of understanding why the person would have these emotions or addictions. Usually we're taught that, because it could be a Western concept where we have good and evil. So it's like black and white, two opposites fighting each other. Not that they're all part of the whole, compared to like yin or yang. Each has a bit of positive and negative in it. But we just want to, okay, that's negative. We want to remove that, rather than how do I use that as part of my soul select development.
Yeah, for example, the demon and the angel, a devil and the angel. Lots of people want to have an angel only, but as we are human, we have a devil part or demon part and the angelic part, both. So just what we need is that we need to balance it and integrate it. Oh yeah, I have this part, that's why angel part can control them, and the demon part can, devil part is turned to desire. If we don't have any desire to live or desire to do something, we don't do anything. Just the angel, let's relax. No motivation to study or no motivation to go to work, because we have a desire to get money and then be cool or be beautiful. So this is if they said for the angel, maybe this is a desire, it's a bit dirty or something, people say it, but it's not dirty, it's human.
Yeah, I think we get too caught up in wanting to be higher and or perfect, and rather than being human. So natural human, desires and angers and fears, it's there because we are human. It's just what we do with it. And rather than just say, okay, that's pure evil, that I want to get rid of that, and I just want to be a perfect angel or sort of like spirit. But then you notice that those people who try to be too perfect are actually very annoying or very dark underneath. I find that very interesting.
That's why charismatic leader or cult leader has got a big darkness.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Under the angelic face.
Yeah, because it's like a mask, a projection of I am a perfect human being and what you should be, and that's why people follow them, because they look like they've got all the answers. But they're actually doing it for themselves. They're doing it for their own fame or to get followers or something like that, rather than just being human, so I think getting that balance is really important. So we don't really believe in just removing that, unless it's something that's it could be something that's there and doesn't really serve like a purpose to help a person sort of like grow. It's just causing a lot of strife and sort of mischief and things like that. Then we may sort of like ask sort of like to leave or something like that. But I don't really like practice that. I'm more interested in why it's there and what purpose do you serve for this person. What are you trying to show them? What is it? How is that related to their life purpose or why they are here? So it could be I'm here because I'm here to challenge you. Whether that is through an emotion or a desire or kind of like an addiction. And I'm going to be here until you figure it out why I'm here. Rather than if you think you're just going to remove me, I'll come back something else. I'll come back stronger. So if you think that it's just about removing like alcoholism, cigarettes, eating, etc., you may temporarily just try to remove that or get rid of it. But it'll come back through the back door or something like that. It'll come back into your life because you didn't understand why it was there.
And also why we are combined with the natural medicine to the counseling or psychology, psychotherapy is because as we are human, when we deharmonized or get out from the harmony from the nature or universe, we got sick. Our life get wrong. And there is some reason, natural science has got answer why we become sick or we got disease or illness. So it's medicine wouldn't tell us how we harmonize with the nature or other people or being as a human being. So when we get out from the human being, how we should be as a human, we become sick or has got the mental illness. Humans should be enjoy life or being happy and then having compassion on each other and helping each other. Those are autonomy or innate nature of the human being. But at the school or something, we teach compete others and then become superior than others, or lots of things going on. But this is out of the human nature. That's why we got war and mental illness, and then ultimate form is a kind of schizophrenic or dementia or something like actually lost self. That's why cancer or something like the physical disease is a kind of message. You have to change your life, otherwise you're gonna get wrong. Then if they change their thoughts or lifestyle, they can get rid of this kind of illness that cannot cure. The doctor said, even if doctor said, your cancer wouldn't be incurable or something, but actually there's no cure of the cancer, just kind of live with it and shrink the cancer cell or something. But how we can do it in the medicine is just burn or cut off or just remove it. But this cancer cell is representing the disharmonized with the environment of the body or environment with the earth or everywhere. That's why this illness came up. There's lots of carcinogenic, cancer-causing factor around the world, like the strong sunshine or smoking or drinking. Some become cancer, some are not. It's not a gene. It's not more beyond the gene. So these things, why it's come from us. Disharmony or not. Get out from the harmony. So this is caused the mental illness or disease. So that's why we combine natural medicine to how we live with the harmonized self, harmonized nature, harmonized with others, harmonized. So this is the kind of knowledge or wisdom from the nature. It has got answer how we live in this life. So that's why we call holistic therapy, because we are holistic existence. It's not just exist as a body and mind and spirit and then soul inside. Without soul, we can't live it. People often think without the body, we can't live. Actually, without soul, we can't exist here. So those understanding change your life. And if you understand those kind of understanding more like a higher perspective, so this is for you, our therapy is. And then who recommends to have this kind of therapy? Someone who's got the mental health issue for a long time and nothing worked? Or?
Yes, perhaps someone who's maybe been through kind of like the system and nothing's sort of like working, or for others who perhaps don't understand what's really happening to them. Like it doesn't feel like it's a psychosis or a real mental psychosis because they can function. And that can be, even mental health or addictions. But there's something that's happening in your life, or a crisis has happened. It could be a loss of a loved one, a loss of career, something sort of like going on, but I'm not sure what is like really happening, and nothing else is working. So you may have tried antidepressants or seeing a doctor and all that, and that's good. We recommend that you do probably see a GP and that if you're really feeling that. But we're probably looking at for people who are like, I'm okay because I can still function. I can still understand what's sort of like going on. I don't need hospitalization or medication. It's just that something isn't quite right, and I just want to talk about it because I really can't talk about this to anyone else, because sometimes you might be experiencing can be like a paranormal sort of things, or nightmares, or being overwhelmed by something, or strange things might be happening, but you just can't sort of like explain it, and you don't want to talk to people because people automatically think that's psychosis, which it isn't. Okay, there's a big difference between a psychosis and what we call like a spiritual emergency or an emergence, which is a normal human condition that we all go through. But we've just been taught that anything in terms of thoughts or fantasies, or you might be hearing things, is psychosis, but that is not true.
Maybe this kind of things we can talk to the next video.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then also, our stance is there's no mental illness, such a things in doctor said. I had an eating disorder before, but I never thought I had an eating disorder and also I thought it's not mental illness or disease because I'm fine. Still I'm functioning. Why I have mental illness? The doctor put me on medication. I'm not sick, but actually the medication makes sick. That's why lots of people experience the same thing. I'm fine. My body is fine. Just I want to feel better. I want to feel better about myself. That's it. But doctor said, you eat and vomit and just keep the medication. Never stop. Because it's not that you need to fix. What you need to fix is more self-confidence, or find out what is the true self is. That's why just we get lost where I am, or who I am, or where we're going. That's it. Just a symptom as depressed, feeling anxious, or feeling nervous, or see things or hear things as a message. It's normal to everyone to happen. But if talk to the doctor is such intelligent people never thought about reflects to their life or something. That's why they don't understand what we are talking about. But other people who has this kind of symptom have something to change. That's it. No, for me, there's no mental illness, or sometimes people born with it's a mental illness, could be, but without this, all of a sudden I got depression. It's not infectious at all. Why they call illness or sickness?
Well, that's the thing. They need to change the language, because it's actually like a mental health condition, okay? And that can improve or escalate on that. Whereas when we think of illness, it's got to be something that's removed. It's a disease. It's got to be sort of medicated. In some cases, that may be sort of like true, but a lot of sort of like cases that people kind of like in that middle sort of part where they just don't know what's happening to them, and they're afraid of being like labeled or stigmatized as mentally ill. No one really wants to be called that.
Yeah, to me, being, feeling depressed or feeling anxious is totally normal. If someone who don't feel anxious or nervous in front of everyone, just arrogant. That's why it's very normal, and then you are a good human being. So don't afraid to talk to anyone about your mental health condition. So this is not mental illness at all. They hear things, see things, totally normal, because something happening inside of your spirit or mind, or we don't know. But we understand that.
It only really escalates if you do nothing and ignore it, or think it will go away, or are afraid to discuss it, or if people start telling you that it is an illness and things like that. But not all the cases it's not. Just need to understand what's happening to you.
Yeah, we are doing session for English and Japanese. So if someone Japanese interested in our session, just book for talk to me, Yuki, and then if some want the English session, we are happy to do session in English. And then we are not, it's online. We are not limited to the Australia or English spoken country. Someone who is able to speak English, we are happy to do talk to you and listen to you. And yeah, just if you like this video, just give the like and then what do you call it?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. We are happy to talk to you for talk about those mental health condition. It's not only the mental health condition. I'm a specialist for the eating disorder treatment, so don't feel ashamed of the eating disorder. So and also addiction. We are specialists for we specialized for understanding this kind of mental condition. Okay. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
So next time we can talk about more spiritual emergence. Why those things happen to you? It's why we say it's normal.
Yeah, and I'll explain the different kinds of ones. And if it resonates with you, let us know, and we'll see you soon.